Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and again we have those tips on because we're going to do a fun design. We're taking 43 by Ugly Duckling, and this black is so pigmented. I love this black so much. Now with Ugly Duckling, you definitely want to make sure you're taking a very thin coat because you don't want any wrinkling. I have had mine wrinkle before. It was fine, but it just doesn't look very good. So thin coats, and then I personally go down towards that cuticle area and really kind of get that how I want it. So if you're looking at the nail in fours, I kind of put it in the bottom half right on the line of where like 1/4 would be. So I kind of touch it down a little bit before and then swoosh it to that cuticle area. That way I'm not touching or doing my best not to touch. I don't think I touched in this one. I'm proud of that. So wiping this off, because the next step, if you don't wipe it off, will be a mess. So we're getting 43, and we are just going to squish that all over the middle finger and the pinky. And the great thing about this, you can do exactly whatever you want. And I love this look. I just fell in love with it. So now I'm taking cleanser, and you can use acetone or alcohol, whatever you use to kind of spread out your gel. Again, I'm using a gel polish. You could use a gel paint, it doesn't really matter, but you don't want to use regular nail polish because you need a tacky layer. You could do it in another color. I just find white using these pigments. Look at these pigments. I'm obsessed. So I'm just taking a fluffy brush, and we are going to pack these guys on. So I'm doing a rainbow because duh, it's beautiful. And I actually use the pink instead of the red for these. Whoops. And then I remembered there's a red. So I think in the drip I realized there's a red, but I don't even put it in the right order, but it's okay. So I'm coming in with top coating because I wasn't quite sure what exactly I wanted to do. And I kind of did each nail at a time. But also, once I figured out what I wanted to do, I needed to top coat it so I wouldn't ruin it if I accidentally spilled acetone on it, or you know what I mean. So now we are just doing a drip nail. And the key with drip nails is you want them to be round. You can see that I'm coming in and rounding the corners here, and I don't know how to describe it any other way, but like where the drips are, you don't want them to be like harsh. So you'll see I kind of come in even around the dots that I'm going to actually bring it up here, because that way it's giving a more drip effect, not like, oh, you placed a dot at the bottom. So yeah, we're kind of coming in and making it just look real nice and pretty, okay? So your drips are done, and we're gonna give that bad boy a cure. Apparently they're not done. I'm coming in and rounding the edges more. Now, after the cure, we're coming in with our pigments. So I make a little bit of a boo-boo here. When I go and add the purple, it drops on the yellow. And it would have been fine had I moved my brush the other way instead of shoving the purple into that yellow. Lesson learned. See, I shoved it that way. Just do it the other way if that ends up happening to you. But it's okay. It looks fine in the end. You don't really even notice it because of all the fun stuff that goes on in these nails. So I'm taking alcohol and just cleaning up that black area, because you would have seen me do it on the other one as well, because I find you will get some like pigments on the black. It's not necessarily cured into it, but if you take a little bit of alcohol and wipe it off, it's much better. So now we're coming in with the lips. Now that I've stopped talking, coming with the lip drip. And I really debated whether or not to add teeth to this or not, and I think my teeth come out okay. It's I don't know, I feel like it's just weird, but you kind of need teeth. I don't know. I could have done maybe like more of a drip in like the mouth part. I don't know. I loved how it came out. It was just funny when I started adding the teeth because it's just hilarious. So we're coming in with the powder, we cured, and then we doing the rainbow. We're going down with the rainbow on this one. I think we went up on the other one. Like, look at that. That's just so satisfying. Just dusting it off. Again, taking that alcohol, coming around the design to make sure I get most of it off. Now we're coming in with the teeth. So I was thinking, okay, I'll have a little black line around each tooth. And then I'm like, well, now they just look like gaps. So I kind of come in and fill it in a little bit because I was like, yeah, that looks weird. Okay, now we add in some crystals because crystals are everything. I love crystals. I think that really made this look. So I'm taking Stick It and just a tool to put it on, like a silicone tool. And we just want to add them. And that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.